Mr. DiPaolo, no one could be as nasty as you pretend to be unless they really wanted to be disliked.
Boy, did he figure me out. The late, great Bob Newhart. I'm telling you, younger people, I liked you because you found good music, because your generation, the last 25 years, has been dog shit, but you found great music. You can find great TV, too. Watch Bob Newhart, Barney Miller, shows like that, so Odd Couple, you'll be addicted to them. They're so much funnier. Oh, that's just you being old. Shut the fuck up. I'm a comedian. I know what I'm talking about. I can sweet talk an audience. That's what they tell me. I learned it from Wayne Newton when he was on The Rag. Oh. Hey, on the show today, ladies and gentlemen, that's right, the new nominee for the Democrat Party, Vice President dummy Kamala Harris, will be joining me at the end of the show for a little interview. Let's start the show, shall we? White Brits have had enough. So you guys probably know what's going on. Maybe you don't. That there's a little bit of it looks like a civil war has officially kicked off in Britain. Remember, that's just an island. Not really many places you can run and hide, right? That's how I see it. And it kicked off right in Liverpool, a city that I've actually been to. When I did the Manchester Comedy Festival, I took a train out to Liverpool to see where the Beatles played in some cave fucking thing, and I was bored out of my tits. No, it was pretty amazing, actually. It's a working class, hard time, city. Anyways, I was trying to find an article that wasn't biased, just by the headlines. Every headline for this story was far-right extremists, far-right extremists, far-right thugs, blaming them on this little civil war that has kicked off. You all right, Dale?
Yeah, I'm just taking notes.
Oh, I thought something broke. Every headline. So I went with Yahoo News because it was no different on the other ones that you think are neutral. Let me get into the article and give you the background, because you're not going to get it from anywhere else. A black man beaten by a mob, an Asian man stabbed at a train station, and mosques under siege. Just some of the horrifying racist incidents, again, this is Yahoo News, carried out by far-right thugs in England this week. The country has been engulfed by racist riots over the past few days in the wake of the killings of 3 young girls in Southport on Monday. Just their description makes me sick. Finally, Whitey has had it.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Riots in cities including Liverpool, Leeds, and Belfast descended into the chaos over the weekend with far-right thugs. Oh, they say it again. They hate that when it's applied to black people. Multiple incidents. Ethnic minorities attacked on the streets, blah, blah, blah. False claims had spread online that the Southport suspect, later identified as 17-year-old Axel Rudakabuana from Lancashire, was a Muslim asylum seeker who had arrived in the UK by boat. This is the kid who was 17 who ran into it was like a Taylor Swift, not a concert, it was little girls, a dance party type thing. He stabbed 3 of them to death and stabbed I don't know how many other that were in critical condition. Okay? So then a rumor started that he was an immigrant fresh off. Okay? That's all fine and good, but that's not the point. Don't pretend. What's going on here is they're pretending that this all this tension and all this kickback from far-right thugs is about this one event and not what's been going on in England for the last 20 years as their neighborhoods have been taken over. I'll name one incident off the top of my head. Remember the British soldier was just walking down the sidewalk and this Muslim guy cut his throat? We talked about it on this show, probably before you were here, Dallas. That's just one incident. Do you know how many women have been raped in England by Muslims? And all the other horse shit, all the other killings and stuff, they don't mention that. The news is pretending that it's just about this one incident. Even if he isn't even if he isn't somebody that just came over, an immigrant or an illegal immigrant on the boat, even if that's not the case, you guys talk about it like it all started at that incident. You're all saying that this hasn't been bubbling over because the UK, because the white man has literally no fucking spine, giving away their country. And guess what? These working class dudes have had enough. 3 little girls stabbed to death. I found it refreshing watching this footage. Let's take a look.
Scenes of violent clashes between far-right protesters and police, a number of whose officers were injured when they had things like...
Far-right protest. I never hear far-left. Do you ever hear anybody in this country or there? You think we're politically correct and socialist? This fucking England is gone. It's been gone forever. Bill Hicks went over there 30 years ago and came back saying that. And he was a lefty as far as how socialist it was. They have just cut the balls off. And again, the elites, whoever you want to blame it on, the people that want a global society. Anyways, here's what took place.
Like bricks and bottles thrown at them. There were also violent scenes when anti-racist protesters...
Pause. Anti-racist protesters showed up against far-right extreme. Anti-racist protesters. That's what they call. By the way, there were mobs. I couldn't find the clips, but you can find them online. Hundreds upon hundreds of Muslims dressed in black attacking white people this weekend. That's why I'm calling it a civil war. But these cowards, the fucking media, these cowards, the way they frame this is why we are where we are in this country as far as race goes. Been cherry picking story for years, ignoring black and brown crime on white. And this is what it's led us to. It's finally kicked off in England, coming to a theater near you if shit doesn't change here. Go ahead.
Far-right protesters managed to get to one another. For the most part, they were kept apart by police officers. We also saw vehicles being set on fire. There were also reports of looting in some instances as well.
It would have been 40 times worse over here if Trump died. I'm hoping. I've been thinking about that one forever because it's like white people don't. We should have rioted anyways of what's gone on so far about trying to arrest him and shit. What's it going to take? That might have done it. But these people have been dealing with this shit for years, working class people. Their government has sold them out like you wouldn't friggin' believe. Unfriggin' real.
They have all the no-go zones where just nobody can go into unless you're Muslim.
Yeah, and that's been going on forever over there. You can't go in your own country neighborhood. Wow, there's democracy work. And they pretend this incident is... You hear how they describe them? Far-right extremists versus anti-racist protesters. You fucking scumbags. That's how it's been described over here for years, too. Finally, thank God, black people over here have waken up to the Democrat Party, been using them for the last, I don't know how many years, and finally woken up and see that Trump's not the bad guy, or Republicans. How can you blame those people? At least show some fight if you're going to go down. Anyways. Oh, you can't say that. You can't condone it. Shut the fuck up. Wait till it's your fucking girl or somebody in your neighborhood. Listen to this article. Again, this is Yahoo News, and none of them are any better. Sparked by Islamophobic and racist sentiments, rioters have pelted bricks, chairs, and bottles at offices. Mosques have been attacked, shops looted, and numerous community facilities across the country, including a library and Citizen Advice Bureau building, have been torched in the violence. Ooh. Started by Islamophobia. Is that what started it, really? Or was it the last 15, 20 years of whites being victims to this horse shit? You fucking cowards. We might have to move this to the second half of the show. I'm serious. This might not make it. We have to think about that. Because God forbid somebody spoke the truth about something like this. And you're not going to get it on, and trust me, Fox won't touch this either. They'll sit around going, oh, far-right thugs. Anyways, I had to talk about it. It made me sick. Let's move on to some more. This one shocked me almost as much. Tulsi Gabbard, a terrorist? Well, who's saying that? In an exclusive breaking story, several federal air marshal whistleblowers have come forward with the information showing that former U.S. Representative and presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard is currently enrolled in the Quiet Skies program. Quiet Skies is a TS surveillance program with its own compartmentalized, suspected, you believe this, terrorist watch list. Fucking believe this.
You fucking people. You have no idea how to defend a nation.
She's only a veteran. See, she's getting punished for leaving the Dem Party and calling for it there. It is the same program being weaponized against January 6 defendants and their families. Quiet Skies is allegedly used to protect traveling Americans from suspected domestic terrorists. The photo below is a screenshot from the actual target package used by the FAMs to surveil Gabbard. Look at that. Yeah. Imagine. They even put an American flag behind it. You choose that one. Can you imagine? The whistleblowers first shared the information with Sonia Labasco, the executive director of the Air Marshal National Council, a national advocacy group for the Federal Air Marshals, that's FAM. According to Labasco, at least one of the whistleblowers is ready to go on the record with pertinent documentation, Labasco, that Gabbard is unaware she has 2 explosive detection canine teams, 1 transportation security specialist, explosives, 1 plainclothes TSA supervisor, and 3 federal air marshals on every flight she boards.
It's just so ridiculous.
How fucking insulting. Why, boy. It's all out in the open, man. It is all out in the open. I thought it would be all in the open after they tried to kill Trump, but, you know. Labasco has attempted to contact Gabbard and her staff, but has not received a response yet. They're probably calling lawyers beforehand. I don't know. But I'm sure you're going to get a response. But they do that. They say, and they do it for like the January 6 people and other people who are like known conservatives. I said to Dallas, I know I'm not that famous, but I was on a list out of Harvard as a alt-right comedian. You know, all you have to do is fly with a Trump hat on, and I'm sure they make a mark for the next time you fly. Can you fucking imagine? Especially now, with Biden's let in everybody from I don't know how many terrorist countries on our terrorist watch list, but we're going to monitor the January 6 people and Tulsi Gabbard. How much more do you need to know how much your fucking government hates your guts? Thank God for whistleblowers. If they stay alive. You know how that can go. Unbelievable. Let's move on. Speaking of foreign adversaries and terrorists and made in China, like everything, advanced Chinese-made robots with eerily lifelike capabilities are poised to enter the global market, and some U.S. lawmakers are already demanding that they be banned in the United States. I've been saying that about their lawn furniture.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
And anything
no,
else.
Will Robinson. Danger.
They were selling toys to our kids over here with the fucking date rape drug in them. Look, I love how they put like cute girls' faces on the robots that'll snap your neck. Don't want to be sexist. They can't all be male. That'll be my fantasy, having a supermodel robot spanking me. While not yet widely publicized, various Chinese companies have begun producing humanoid robots that are capable of carrying boxes, moving at high speeds, and even replicating human facial expressions and giving you chlamydia. Good night, everybody. One leading Chinese firm, Unitree Robotics, that's Chinese, has developed a $90,000 robot capable of running at speeds of up to 11 miles an hour. I saw one at that, what's that store with the vibrating chair in the mall? Sharper Image.
Brookstones or no,
Yeah.
Sharper Image.
Yeah, or Brookstone. Absolutely. Look at that fucker. A cheaper version. It goes from 90 to 16,000. Jesus, it's the one. What's the 16,000? Just a head, no limbs. A cheaper $16,000 version. It's like an IKEA. Can absorb punches and kicks and twirl a baton in case a fucking parade's coming up. What the fuck?
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Let's take a look at these things in action. This is me getting up this morning with my bad back. I pinched a nerve. That's how I had to get up, and I'm not kidding you.
我们之前说过91号是谁？手上有。
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Hey, it looked like the assassin. Hey! That guy's got good balance. This guy throws like he takes it up the ass. I'm not a faggot. That's the black version. Whoa! What the fuck? Dallas, that's good. I said the entire thing, didn't I? Yeah, my bad. I didn't see that.
I know, that's why it's good.
I might throw a wig on that thing tonight. Fucking get a can of DW40, whatever the fuck they call it. Holy moly. Kind of cool, kind of frightening. Anyways, I forgot to play this during the UK riot things.
White power, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Drop that in, will you? Jacob Hellberg, back to the Chinese, a member of the influential U.S.-China Economic Security Review Commission who played a key role in convincing Congress to pass a law this spring to force a sale or ban of TikTok, is one of the loudest voices warning Congress that it risks disaster if it allows the sale of robots made by firms beholden to Beijing. Hellberg said advancements in humanoid technology have occurred mind-bogglingly fast. I think we're 12 months away from a chat GPT moment where the world goes from being asleep to awake on the issue, he added. I don't know why he gets that. We're asleep at the switch. As they become more advanced, the Chinese Communist Party or state-sponsored bad actors could use the robots, currently marketed as harmless home assistants and super-efficient assembly line workers, to wreak havoc by spying, sabotaging critical infrastructure, or, in the most nightmarish scenarios, even physically harming Americans. They do that with a chicken and broccoli. No, but seriously, they have so much shit over here now. Whether it's TikTok, collecting information on where you live, you have no idea. Even some of the surveillance cameras we use are made in China. I mean, folks, I don't know. Anyways, I ordered one to put a hit on my wife. Not funny, Nick. They can strangle someone in their sleep. Now I'm getting one. In their sleep. That's me asleep. The wife sends it in. Hey, it's 1 o'clock. They can punch a data center and inflict physical harm and destruction of property. Did I read that right? Punch a data center? Yeah. The fuck does that mean? Smack an Asian kid?
The Antichrist. You got me in a vendetta kind of mood.
Oh, you got to throw that one up, Dallas, in a clip somewhere. Anyhow, folks. Hey, second half of the show. For those of you on Mug Club, right? Stick around for the second half of the show. You can watch me a little more out of control, a little more raw. The first half, we try to tone it down. I'm sure you could tell by the UK piece. Everyone else, go to nickdip.com. Join to get my full show and Steven Crowder's full show and a whole lot more. And while you're there, click on the tour button date. You'll see this Friday night, August 9th, Jacksonville Center for the Performing Arts in Jacksonville, Florida. The next night, August 10th, I will be at the Gas South Theater in Duluth, Georgia. Hope to see you guys out there. Second half of the show, we're going to have some fun at my own expense. I think you'll enjoy this. Wanted to lighten it up. Going to show you a clip of me my second year in comedy. Maybe 24 months in, maybe. You're going to get a kick out of it. I have a greasy mullet. I don't know how this fucker got up on YouTube, but I stumbled over it and I was fainted. And you'll see, we'll have fun with it. I'll pause it and make comments. And also, the best part of the show, Kamala Harris will be joining us for the last segment of the show. Unless we move her, and I'm serious about the first segment I did, we might have to look at that. I might not say the year, Dallas. We'll discuss. Anyways, that's what's coming up in the second half of the show. I feel bad for you people who are not going to see it.
Hi, good night, everybody.